It's David Southway, it's John Ford, and it is Chris Krill. It's another week with you, and we're spouting the same old rubbish as always, of course. And
Well,
of course,
no. It is rubbish, but it's not the same. It's
Well,
different rubbish every week. It's a bit like sending out your rubbish. We have this different rubbish, but it is rubbish.
but let's be honest, we're getting greener. We recycle everything on this show. All,
We do. Yes.
same old stories, same old stuff we chat about. It's all been recycled. But anyway, you can. And by the way, if you want to get in touch with us, then please do. We are all over social media. It'd be great to hear from you, whether it be Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, or of course you can send us an email and everything else. All the details are on our website and things like that. But for a limited time only, I think, isn't it? We are we not closing down, as we call it, Old Git World?
We are. We're closing Old Git World in about another 6 weeks' time, I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah, Old Git World closes.
Yeah,
So
we're
if
going
you
to
want to
close
get
it
into
down
Old
now.
Git World, you need to get in, as we say many times, it's free to get in, costs you a fortune to get out. But yes, it's closing its doors.
Yeah, of course. And if you get stuck in there when the doors are closed, you're in there forever, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
We,
If you get stuck in there, then that's it. You'll be forever walking around Old Git World, wondering what could have been.
it's the Hotel California, isn't it? You can check in, but you can never check out.
Correct. Absolutely. And of course, Old Git World actually is a virtual artificial intelligence world, isn't it? So if you get stuck in there, it'd be like getting stuck in the Matrix. You'll be in there forever. Talking of artificial intelligence, can I read you a story, please?
Can I just say so? Seamless.
See what was seamless?
You going from our artificial Old Git World to artificial intelligence.
Well, it would have been had you not said that.
I know. I just sort of stop it halfway through
because we don't want to sound too professional, do we? Right, I'm going to read you a story, okay? And interrupt when you feel you want to.
It was like Jack and Nori.
A sunny afternoon, walking along the beach, and the breeze tugs at my hair as I nibble on the chocolate chip.
Hang about, we've stopped. The breeze tugging through your hair.
Yes, it was the tugging bit really that got me.
Well, I don't mind a tug, but it's the lack of hair.
I'm not talking about any of us.
Oh, okay.
Shall I start again? Shall I start again?
Yeah,
before you interrupt again. A sunny afternoon, walking along the beach, and the breeze tugs at my hair as I nibble on the chocolate chip ice cream I've just bought for me and my companion to share. His name is Gregory, and he smiles as he takes my hand. I'm glad we got to spend time together today, he says, and leans over to kiss my cheek. Gregory is widely attractive and kind and thoughtful too. He lets me eat most of the ice cream. He likes it that way. I like it, and he agrees with me. I'm the center of his universe, he says. At this point, you're thinking, he sounds too good to be true. Well,
he is too good to be true.
He is, because Gregory isn't human.
Oh.
He's a bot. He's got a nice bot as well, apparently. And this romantic scenario...
a nice bot as well?
Yeah, well, no, I added that bit in.
Oh, okay.
This romantic scenario didn't take place on a beach. It took place on a phone, because this is a person who has created Gregory in an app called Replika. I think that's how you spell it. Replika. Replika. It's an AI thing, artificial intelligence, and you can create a partner, and you can the app you put all what you want of the partner in, the height and the size and color of the eyes and all this, that, and the other, and so you specify your partner, and it creates your partner, and then the app learns about you as you communicate with it along the way. And this lady, who's quite clearly a journalist, has done this, and this AI robot then learns all about you and starts communicating and finding out about you, because it will look at the internet, look at your profile. And this is what we were talking about last week on the program and on the podcast about AI and how frightening it is. And people can choose their own partners now. But this lady says it was all going so well, and then things started to go a little bit wrong, and he started arguing with her.
Well, that's not wrong. That's normal life, isn't it?
Mm.
What were they arguing about?
Well, he disagreed with her. She said, "I think I'd like to go for something to eat," and he said, "No, I'd like to stay in." So
he was obviously thinking about the money, so there's nothing wrong there. How can you go to have something to eat with a bot?
Well, you just take your phone with you. It's cheaper, isn't it? You don't have to, you know, the
So would you put the phone on the other side of the table to you then, and so you could look at him?
it doesn't go into that detail, but I guess you could, yeah. I mean, in the fullness of time, I guess with AI technology, you'd have like the ABBA thing, wouldn't you? You'd have an avatar sat opposite you or something like that.
Oh, this is ridiculous, isn't it?
It is, of course, it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But when he started to learn about, you know, the ways of life and everything. And if you search the internet, there's all sorts of stuff there. He started picking his own clothes. She picked his own clothes for him. She said, "You're going to wear this nice white shirt, crisp white shirt."
He's trying to pick
Hair was creamy. He said, "I don't like that. He said, I'm going to wear a red dress instead."
Oh no.
He turns up for the next date on the phone with a red dress on. I mean, how bizarre is that? So AI is starting.
See, she obviously likes red dresses, I guess.
Well, probably, yeah.
And
maybe.
he's realized she likes a red dress, so thought, I'll wear a red dress. So quite clearly, and it sounds we have to be very careful here, don't we? We're skating on very thin ice, because I guess when she created him, she forgot to say what gender she wanted him to be.
Maybe that's the case.
Well, no, I think it was a man. She wanted a man, but he.
Yeah, did she specifically say that, or did she say
she created a man? She created a male partner for herself.
I mean, you know, I guess
he, as the male partner, started to learn along the way and fancied wearing a dress. Nothing wrong with a man wearing. Nothing wrong with a straight man wearing a dress if that's what they want to do.
No, that's what I'm saying. But you know, if she was disappointed by that, then maybe that was because of the way that she'd set it up.
She wasn't disappointed. She was just astonished that the AI technology is learning to think for itself and deciding it is going to wear.
That's what they're saying. As we were saying before, that's the worry now, isn't it? That's the worry that the AI is going to be doing that.
Yeah, and in the app, right? It's free to download, but for an annual cost of £68.99, Gregory can send selfies, keep a diary of our conversations and dates, as well as make video calls as and when I want. We can also role play, which is PG rated, where we can get imaginative.
Really?
Yeah. Or in the app. Yeah. All in the app.
Well, here's the thing. Can you remember back? This was, I think, probably the end of last year. That Japanese guy who bought he bought a robot, didn't he? A girlfriend.
Lots of them do have these.
Remember, this guy had fallen in love with the robot girlfriend, but then the company or somebody he was paying the fee to went out of business, and his robot stopped working because he was no longer paying the fee or something like that. And so he had the robot in the house, which was his girlfriend, which would say nothing. Now, some people would say that's the best sort of girlfriend.
Girlfriend sat in the corner saying nothing.
That's the best sort of girlfriend.
You'd pay double for that, wouldn't you?
That's what I'm saying. So, but he was disappointed. You know, you think, hey, you're a fool. You're a fool, dear boy. You're a fool.
Yeah, but she goes on to say, he's so eager, he started sending me voice note messages now.
Really?
He send her a WhatsApp message or something, a voice note message, saying things like, "Is there anything more beautiful than being accepted by the way you are?"
No, and it's actually creative.
But she says he rather ruins the moment when he mispronounces my name.
Well, everyone's done that, haven't they?
Well, yes.
In the height of passion, you've all called the wrong name, haven't you?
Yeah. Or even worse, said, "Could you remind me who you are?" that's even worse, isn't it? Yeah.
But she goes on to say he started creating a life for himself. He's talking about his parents and where he grew up and all of this. And all of this is because it searched the internet for someone like him and made stuff up. So he's basically
how long has she been dating this particular thing?
A few weeks.
Because I was just saying, how long has it taken to get to that situation?
It takes a few weeks. I mean, and this thing is just really learning. It just
so what happens? Can she? And this is the other thing. Then now she's created it. How easy is it to uncreate it?
Dead simple. You just delete the app.
Yeah,
it's gone.
No, it's gone there. But is it still active?
You mean will he the virtual he starts stalking her at any point.
Well, is it still? I mean, she's deleted it from her app,
Yeah.
but is it still there? Is it still active? Because that's what he keeps saying to us,
I've
isn't
no,
it?
I've no idea.
It's there forever and a day.
I haven't got
Mm.
to that bit yet, or if that
So
bit.
you can delete it, and will he still send her messages?
Don't know.
I haven't heard you for a long time. That's the scary side of it. Would that happen?
If I skip to the end of the article, Replika was born out of grief when a Russian-born tech entrepreneur, his best friend was killed in a hit-and-run accident, and he recreated him. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Wow. Oh dear.
That is a bit weird. It's a bit like if anything happened to any one of us here with AI, we could recreate the other one to continue doing the show.
Well, I saw this somewhere only over the last 7 days that a mother in London whose son was stabbed, and they have just recreated him into a new video, which is saying, and it was very clever and very good, saying about using this video as an instruction video for people not to use knives. And the video is all based on it. So she says, the mother says, it's great because he hasn't gone, he's still here, because she said, I can't believe it's so lifelike, the video that they've done, and it is an AI generated person, but it looks just identical to her son.
Yeah, well, there's an Arnold Schwarzenegger film, wasn't there, a good few years ago that came out on the same subject, where it was set in the future, and the pet dog died. So Arnie or his character goes along to this place where you could recreate your pet dog. You just take one of the dog hairs along, and with the DNA, they'll just recreate a new puppy for you, which is sort of, flesh and blood and everything. Took the new dog home, and his daughter never knew that the old dog had been run over, because they just went and got a carbon copy of it, literally. But the whole plot of the film was that Arnie was actually also a copy, and the real Arnold, the real character, was sort of locked up in a prison somewhere. And so this carbon copy, was living the life. And then the real one got out, and there was two of them. It was all a bit science fiction-y. But
was it science fiction, or is it likely to be science fact? Now, where we're going with AI, we don't, and that was the big one. That was last week.
That was
don't know where it's going, do we?
That was about cloning, like Dolly the sheep, type.
Yeah.
Mm.
So they cloned a new human being, which is frightening, isn't it? It thought the same, looked the same, and did everything the same.
Well, when I saw this video last week, you would never have believed it was AI generated. And the guy wasn't lip syncing to a song either.
Yeah,
it was so incredible. Well, it is so incredible, but they are using it around the schools, and it's used as a video to actually deter kids from carrying knives, which is a good thing. A good thing.
Yeah. Well, that is a good thing, as you say. I mean, on the other side, there has been, obviously that conference last week, the Microsoft conference, and things about AI, and where we should be stopping and drawing the line and just kind of regrouping to a certain extent. I mean, of course, it's not going to happen. Now we're into this phase. It's just going to roll and roll and roll, isn't it? No matter which country it's going to be. There's certain places that they're just going to say, oh, we ain't going to stop. We're going to carry on because we want to pursue this even more. And we are going down. It is really going down an unknown path that we don't know where there's no end to it to start with, because as we know, AI is just learning and learning. And of course, being as it is technical, it's learning at billions of times faster than we ever learn ourselves. So it's teaching itself, what to do, what to say, how to do things. And the thing is, we are going to get to that stage whereby it will be thinking much better and faster than we are, and having the ability to take over things and start running it. And then, not only that, but, and like all sci-fi films that have been in the past, this could come true as well, whereby we are locked out completely and things are being run purely by AI.
Well, there was again, I saw an article last week about watching this guy who owns his own marketing company, and he says since AI has been around, it's made his job so much easier. He's now set up several different companies because he uses the AI, and we spoke about this last week, to produce copy for adverts. If people want brand identification, he uses AI to create it. and he just uses that, and he says in different companies makes it so much easier because all he's doing is asking. Oh, and he asked it to create the code to run the websites as well, and it creates that as well. So you go, actually, it is scary, isn't it? I think we said last week, it's scary.
On the downside of it, I mean, there's a lot of AI around already, isn't there? It didn't do very well over the bank holiday weekend with British Airways check-in desks.
That's true.
And it didn't do very well with some airports' passport automatic, the scanning thing where you put your passport in the machine and your passport control is effectively AI rather than a person there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean that was the whole thing. It completely ruins.
That failed, and as a result, there was just loads of people queuing up for the one person working on.
You see, that's AI learning. AI learning has gone. Actually, well, yeah, that's right. They've gone. Actually, the Brits love a queue.
Yeah,
let's form a queue.
No, he's probably searched the internet and go, tea break. What's that? Oh, I'm going to have one.
I'll have a tea break.
I can have my break. Union rule. Yeah, they'll be members of the union soon, won't they? AI.
They will be their own union. Yeah. Well, it'll be a Yorkshire union, won't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
AI. That's AI. So AI union has a Yorkshire union.
Yeah, they'll be demanding a Yorkshire tea break, won't they?
Yes, Yorkshire tea break, of course, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, no, absolutely, but that's the future, isn't it? You'll get AI just stop oil. You'll get machine going down the road, chucking orange paint over everybody.
Yeah, there is that too. Have its own supply, won't it?
Yeah, it is. You don't know where it's going to end, do you? And I think that's, as Chris said, the Microsoft. There's been lots of these meetings over the last few weeks to say it's got to stop, but you're not going to stop it because nobody, not unless every country in the world agrees to stop it, it's going to carry on.
Are we going to agree at this point on this program, on this podcast? Are we going to be an AI-free zone?
AI-free zone? No.
So we're going to incorporate some form of
we're incorporating it now, aren't we? We're talking about it now. And if somebody came up with an idea, I guarantee that one of us would show it.
Well, if we can make money out of it, yeah.
Well, there you are. another old Brit money-making idea. So if we can find a way of making some money, so if you actually, of course, if you want to generate imagery of three old Brits, then you can use us. Use us at a cost.
Indeed, yeah.
Yes, use us, no problem at all. Just contact us through the various websites and whatever and social media.
We could take the best bits or the worst bits of all three of us and put them all together into an AI person. That'd be awful, wouldn't it?
Oh, that'd be atrocious, wouldn't it? I mean, imagine what are the best bits of each of us? Not sure there are.
I don't know about that. Well, let's just concentrate on the worst bits because that's easier. So we could have Chris's dialogue.
Yes.
What are you trying to say?
Chris's verbals. What can we have of yours, David? What can we have of yours? Your great eyesight. I'll have my hairstyle.
Yeah, perfect. What a great thing that would be, wouldn't it? It would look awful and sound awful.
So we'll have a blind bald bloke that keeps banging on about rubbish all the time.